What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to the Pyanodons mod suite. How's everybody doing? And I came down here to check why we have no stone. Turns out all the ash was full because I wasn't exporting it and getting it reburned, and then so all of this stopped, and then all of these are full with ash and nothing worked and we didn't have any stone. So whoops. The other thing I want to do with this stone while we're already here, I might want to move it back further and make it connect up to the stone here. Even though stone isn't really the throughput issue now, it's solder for these ones. We need desperately rail supports and the solder is low. So I think I'm gonna I stole some solder from the end of the belt. And I think we're just gonna inject that targeted into the rail supports and build some more of those. Chromium processing stage 2 has been researched. Yeah, research-wise, I mean, belt capacity is going to take a long time anyway. But research-wise, I think right now we're just researching random things. We're not quite at the spot yet where we want to be in the factory that we can, or that we will tackle stuff like Tufras, Ulrichs, Arcades, and stuff like that. So I'm just researching them. For the sake of us researching them. I don't think we're going to build them right now. Guar seems to only be used for PyScience 2 technology stuff. So I don't think this is important right now. Nanobots, we don't really use right now anymore. Gas power is already queued. MIBC is also PyScience 2 for titanium processing. So not that useful. So I guess next up we just go with mycology, which leads us to microfilters and Dollies. And then Dollies leads us to PyScience Pack stage 2. So might as well go for that. Do we have anything left here in the earlier stages? Where is the green science pack even? Okay, let's find like a science that we just researched here. So this one goes into Corlex, which is Plastics 2. Plastics 2 might be interesting for us to go because we still have to make plastics. And plastics, is that out of Corlex milk? What we need for Corlex? Fertilizer stage 2, biotechnology. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a whole area here. Rare earth technologies. So rare earth are unlocked after Arcade through vanadium processing and sulfur. And fertilizer stage 1 we already have. What is that for? Okay, fertilizer stage 2 is also through vanadium. So let's do vanadium next. It's gonna be a while till we get there. Like Arcades alone will be something. I already know. So you also take more solder. We're lacking into metallics now? No, you're just slow. So that's fine. I only have 20 into metallics myself. I'm gonna wait for one more support. Nah, we'll just go now. I think we can finish. We need decider combinators. Where are they made again? Somewhere here, right? Yeah, here. Shouldn't be too far. So I'm going to snag up some decider combinators and then we'll go up and hopefully get the acetylene online, which then will get the lead ore online, which then hopefully we can get so much closer to get molten solder online. And then after that, we can look into building for lead. And one thing I forgot is gravel and stone production. Right now, we're only voiding the stone, but we didn't think of hey, what about when we need gravel and need stone and need to make it from stone? We need sand, I mean, and need to make it from stone. So I'm gonna fix that once this has actually been built. And it seems like most of it has been built, so we can actually go over there and pretty much fix it soon. It's good that all the chalk rushes and stuff is done. Why have you not been built? You miss inserters. That is annoying. Yeah, we don't have inserters because we're short on simple circuit boards. So we might take a short trip over there, pick up some simple circuit boards and make some more inserters. Because they're going to be missing for all the stations as well. That could be one of the big issues, that we're missing inserters because we're bottlenecked on simple circuit boards. Let's hop over here and see how that looks. In the meantime, I did add a bunch of charging stations and construction zone extenders along this line here, because all the robots were like coming from down here and flying across trying to get here. And they would always have to come down to the bus and then make their way up. So now they can fly a little more directly. And we're going to build in here as well. So I think I said we want to tap this quartz ore and potentially the chromium ore. There's more stone. Yeah, speaking of stone, we have this stone patch and this stone patch that we wanted to tap. So that's maybe one thing we can do to get started on the initial gravel and stone processing. I mean, right now we don't need... No, I'm never a nerd. How dare you say that? But maybe. I'm a total nerd. All right, there we go. At least these are working now. And you should have fuel, and we make depots now. This is the burner one. I didn't set that one up. Let's do that real quick. Read recipe finished burner. So we can track that. And there we go. Right, I wanted to put down the simple circuit boards. Let's give it half here. And half here. I keep like 14 myself for like some emergency crafting. Now let's go up to the acetylene and hopefully finish it. We might miss a lot of inserters though. I didn't check that. Acetylene is here. How are we looking at inserters? Yeah, we're missing all the inserters, which is unfortunate. We can set up, actually these are already set up, I just need to change the network signal and then place these down. It seems like these are already queued now, so I didn't have to come up here. This can be removed. And we can get the CO2 life. Oh, we also don't have overflow valves. So let's arrive real quick, hop out. And we also make that passenger present. Yeah, we're gonna block the rails here for a second. But that's okay. Now, overflow valves. Let's put that as a crafting recipe down as well. It is here. And what do you need? Simple circuit boards, yuck. Pipes, small parts, and steel plates. Why did you decide to stream on YouTube instead of Twitch? Well, YouTube supports ultra-wide, which Twitch doesn't, so I can stream in my native resolution on YouTube. YouTube supports HDR, which Twitch doesn't, so I can stream in HDR, which I'm using with my monitor, so I don't have to like convert it to SDR just to stream to Twitch. So those are like the two big reasons why YouTube is just a better fit for what I'm doing. Also, I have my videos on YouTube. Like in Twitch, you know, doesn't have anything. So yeah, I decided to go with YouTube that because of that. It just has all the things it supports all the things that I do already. So that's why it was an easy decision to go on YouTube. Right, all the buildings are here. We're really just missing inserters. So we can start these already. So acetylene. This is a provider on the A network. Then CO2 is a provider on the trash network. This is lubricant, I think. So we can actually request that right now. A lubricant 3000, 2000 threshold, and 3 here. And this is acetylene input lubricant. And we're having a train coming. Oh, why is this set to all of them? We only want retrain contents. I need to change that in my blueprints. That is annoying. But oh well. Acetylene input. What is this? Output CO2. That is enabled for T, right? Yep. Are all of these? These have all that stuff enabled. That is annoying. Set train limit, retrain contents is the only thing we care about. I need to fix that in my blueprint. It's only the providers, thank God. This is acetylene out, so we have a limit of 3. Not aced. Output acetylene. Gravel is an output, but we sadly don't have the inserters for it yet. This is the most important. I think that's coke in, right? And yeah, coke in. So we need the inserters for that. We have 1 queued, but the most important thing is inserters right now. So we may do a run for simple circuit boards just for the inserters. I don't know why we're so low on that. I guess all the buildings got priority. We just need so many more inserters. Look at that. We need another 800 inserters combined. And where are the remaining special pipes? That's my question. Do I have any here? I'm sure there's one for lubricant here. Loaders are even still missing. Interesting. Are we actually missing loaders? Maybe they just didn't get scheduled yet? We should have plenty of loaders. No, they also miss simple circuit boards. Yeah. We're like really short on simple circuit boards, which hurts us a lot. Is simple circuit boards blocked by anything, or do we just need more of it? Oh, this one has never been built because we don't make pulp mills, right? Yeah, we don't make pulp mills. So I'm gonna make that one myself. That is on the left side, that's fine. Pulp mill, we need wood, really. All the things we need wood. Now, what else wanted to do? Right, the stone. But stone ended up not being an issue, so we can leave it at that. But I fixed the other stone, which is good. How's heavy oil looking down here? Is that overflowing? It is actually full. Wow. I mean, no wonder we're actually making dedicated heavy oil here now. From this, which is not working because we're full on heavy oil. Yeah, there we go. Good, so simple circuit boards, we need some logs to make a pulp mill. I need more logs, okay, fine. 100 enough? Oh, they get auto put into the, that's why. Make a pulp mill, that back, put that back. There we go. And we put that pulp mill down ourselves, which should speed up the things a bit. And you need power. There we go. That should speed up the simple circuit processing a tiny bit if we don't run out of methane, which I think is a real concern. And how many did we make in the time we were gone? 173, that's not bad. But we're gonna steal them again. Bring them to the other side. And while we're still waiting, I think we can start on lead. Planning that, but not putting it down right now because I don't want our construction efforts to be hindered by anything. The most important thing is molten solder, acetylene so we get the lead ore, and then the stone management so we actually can get rid of the stone that currently is blocking copper and tin. So in that order, we kind of need more simple circuit boards. Or time, but I'd rather not just wait around and do nothing. How's power looking, by the way? As I see the geothermal power plant. We're at 600, 700 around, which we can support, which is good. But still, that's like 300 more than we did before, and right now copper and tin aren't really running, so... The last 10 hours, we had peaks up to here. Is there a sum? Here, I guess. We're using 840 megawatts. And now we're back to 638. Good. Are we here? We made it here. Do I want you to stay? Probably not. Yeah, because it's actually requesting a delivery already. So let's deliver those. All of these are already gone. Let's do half here. And the rest here. Good. With that, stone is getting ready soon. So once these are built, we actually can fix the production right now because all the loaders and the belts have been placed. So let's do that next. Bring our train back. There you go. Next stop is come back. And then so the issue with the stone setup that we have right now is very simple. We only void the stone, but we never considered that we also need to make gravel and sand, like as an export product. So because of that, we may not have gravel or sand, and I don't want to make it on site and request stone every time I need gravel or sand. I mean, sand is easy to make. I think we can just make it out of dirt and water. So this might not be something we care about. Recipes for... we come up here, but when we already have the sand, let's see. I wasn't this one. What are recipes to make sand? Yeah, we can just make sand out of soil and water, and you get sand and muddy sludge. So it's really not necessary to waste our stone on that if we can get sand from soil and water and some washers. So I might consider putting washers up here as well. We still have this space. And there's space to squeeze through here, some in another pipeline, to have washers that just make sand from soil instead of crushing it from gravel. And I think that's reasonable to do it that way. Let's get out. Am I already supposed to be out? Yeah, I think so. Where are we here? We are here at the borax mining. That one is looking good. This, yeah, we're missing tons of inserters, sadly. And that's what we need to focus on before we put down other builds. We can work on other builds, but, you know, we can't put them down until we have the inserters sorted for these builds, because these are important. Also, automated screeners are low because of simple circuit boards. Well, let's address this now. We're going to go into YAFC and figure out the ratios for building the sand generation in a second, but for now, we need to change what these ones react to. So I do like that it is one, like it is controlling it per building and not as a sum. So that is also kind of balancing it again. Should there be more in one than the other, which shouldn't happen, but you know, it could. But now we need a decider combinator. And I'm going to connect all of these with the red wire. And that probably doesn't reach. Yeah, that doesn't reach. So now we say when gravel is under, let's say 2000. Which isn't much. So if in these buildings, gravel is under 2000 output, green as 1. Okay. And you also need power up here. And then we kind of need a decider combinator for each one of these. So the green wire connects to this one, and this one connects to that one. So if stone is greater than 37,000 on the green wire, I'll put 1 on green. And then we can just do... This one connects all of these. We need 1. Did this connect? I don't think it did. Yeah, it disconnected. Okay, and here we do if green equals... If green is greater than 0. Because either condition is fine to let it output. So if it is greater than 37,000, output. If the gravel existing is less than 2000, output. And let's just copy this over and rewire it up manually. And give it some power. So this one should be connected. This one should be connected. And then we copy this one over. Good. There should be green equals 1 coming in. Yep. And that should make gravel out of stone. Then this is sand. For sand, we just make it out with, you know, pure electricity, so to say, instead of stone, because stone gives us kerogen and we need to deal with kerogen as well. And what can we place here? Oh, you're just removing the stones. That's fine. Now let's look into YAFC. And we want to make... Alright, we already had sand. We want to make Well, let's do 15 per second. And see how many buildings it are. And we make it out of soil. That's 4 solid separators. No, that's the wrong one. We don't want the solid separation. We want the washing. 6 washers per lane and 45 solid a second. Wow, that's 23 solid extractors. Is quite a lot of space per 15 per second sand. Now, how much sand do we really need to produce? Hey Vix, how's it going? Merp right back at you. How's your Sunday? All right, let's see how much 23 solid extractors look like. We can put them up here, I guess. And start up here. Well, I guess start here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only fit 9 here. That's crazy. We might just do 15 a second. Good, good. Chiseling out a door handle. You are? Nice. It sounds cool. How do you come up with that as the next thing you want to work on? You getting into wood crafting now? Do we have one of these? We can make one of these, but let's just have the central station deal with it. You have water, so that's 18, and we need 23. We can squeeze a few more in here. How many are these? These are 9. So we need 5. Now I'm just trying to put a door handle on, but the hardware doesn't fit, so I need to make it deeper. I see how it is. Oh, look at this one. It's barely making it up here. It's struggling. So close. Do we have any more of the drone recharging ones? Yeah, I should put one here. Give it some power. I don't need these ones yet. Or then. Okay, I can't do it this close because I need to run power between them. Actually, I just moved 2 of them down here so we have a somewhat balanced belt. Give them some power. So they're happy. There we go. How much is that? That is 45 per second. We can't even fit that. So reverse. 23 divided by 3 is 7.6. So we can only go 7 per lane. Good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7. Just copy this, Or cut it out. That's fine. I didn't see that was over 3 belts worth of stuff. There you go. Let's remove that as well. I know you're out of power. It's fine. So let's try this again. This is how many we can put on one belt. I thought it was for sure more than that, but I guess not. So this is 21, and we need 2 more to make it to our 23. So there we go. We do a 4x3 balancer. And go here. Good. All right, power needs to be connected. I guess we can do that down here. All right, these all should have power now. Then get the... And this one switches to this side. We balance it a bit out. Don't need these. And you need power as well. Good. I think these are already scheduled. Yeah, perfect. Now we need water. I think we put it up here. Move it one over. Connected. Poor robot already flying here to deliver it. Gotta go to the other one now. Whoops. And then we can connect these down here. It's simpler. All right, that should make a bunch of soil. Now we need 6 washer for all of that. Which is 2 per lane. Crazy how much that's... We need a lot of inserters for that. Soil into sand, and it's 7.5. It's like all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7.2. That's not even all of them, which is crazy. Oh, wrong one. And we connect these, and that is 1. And how much do you output? 2.5 sand. Yeah, we can do that. Like this. This even connects, which is perfect. Put it in line. Oh, we have a blue inserter. 2 blue inserters. Yay. Go to the right spot. Yeah, I might go here. We need tons more inserters. And I think we make them all come together here. And you have power again. And you go down. Have to do this so we can fit the third one in here. And turn you around as well. And we do it this way. So that should be around 15 per second. And this is sand, right? Stone, gravel, sand, pure sand. So this is sand. Go up a bit. And get it into 4. Why are you not connecting? Interesting. Actually, we want this to be one away as well. Or we can just stop it up here. That works as well. This goes in here. This goes in here. And the last one. Goes down here. One down, one to go. Congrats. Glad you made it work. And then we connect these here with the red wire. Put a power pole here. And we stop if sand is greater than 1K. Good. Oh, enable is less than 1K. There we go. It should be enabled right now. Good. It just needs to be built now. Look at all the burners are here and all the inserters are missing. All right, so that now fixes the gravel and stone production. Well, gravel and sand production part. Just needs to be built. Now let's head back, feed more simple circuit boards into the end of our bus, and bring our train up here again. Down here, come here, and wait for me to be present, please. That would be nice. You have no power. Oh, not connected to rail. Is that... Did I accidentally do that, or is that in the blueprint? This is 6 are unloading, right? They should all be connected to rail, yeah. Oh well. This is 4 unloading. No, it looks like they all are connected. I might have just accidentally removed it. Or there was a tree in the way, and in the meantime it deleted it. Hello, train. Yeah, we will go to the base left and then drive over to base right. And then we can start with lead, which will be placed up here. In our blueprint, we're going to work on Oh, did I already delete it? No, on this one. And we can probably... Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna reuse these export ones because the belts go in the wrong direction. So I can squeeze them in and export, or I just have another train station, which is fine as well, I think. Yeah, I wish the solder would already be done and built so we had in our base, so everything would go faster again. But alas, why SAP? Is SAP really that slow? Okay, you are not exporting, but yeah. Oh, let's go down there and fix it. It's just one belt. Oh, where is it? All the way down here. Is this tin? Yeah, tin. Okay, this tin should now not be as stressed anymore. Thank you, robot. I can do it myself. All right. Yeah, the local tin shouldn't be as stressed anymore. The copper should also not be used, except in... Let's call it emergencies, but really when the copper doesn't get delivered. Yeah, our lead is pretty much the point that solder gets limited by. I mean, even though our tin is also not looking too great. Where are we using tin for these here, for the high power resistors, which have enough tin at the moment, which is good. And then further in, we import our tin from the trains. Right, 200 simple circuit boards. Let's bring them up to the end. Let's just walk over there. Check out the base again. 156 hours of base in front of us. This was like pretty much the first 100 hours. 100. When did we terminate the bus? I think 120 hours in. And started going onto rails. So 120 hours of work we can watch every time we walked from one side of the base to the other. It's been something, but I'm glad. Oh my god, we have so much stone and stuff on us. All logistics bots are gonna come to us and not work. No. We have better things to do, logistic bots. Ah, no. I mean, it's my bad. Oh well. C'est la vie. All of them slowly come towards me. Make a quick pit stop every time they're close. Is that all of them? Oh, almost done. They only have 12 stone left. I can dump that myself. Go in here. Oh, you know, I always keep 50 stone on me. Good. We need inserters the most, so let's put all 200 in here. And let's get started on lead. Let's take a look at YAFC then. We want lead plates. Ideally, actually no, let's do lead ore, and we want to have 2 belts of input and be able to handle that. Let's do lead grade 1. We need 18 automated screener for that already. Lead grade 2. Lead grade 3. Silver lead dust. Into molten lead with hot air. We don't have any loops here. I mean, the only thing we need to get rid of is stone. So it would behoove us to just export the stone from the other side. Then again, it's only one more station, which doesn't really matter too much. We need graphite, which needs coke. So we could steal the coke from the existing station, right? We have coke here. Yeah, let's just make a new station. It doesn't matter too much. So we need lead ore. Yeah, there we go. So rails, we have a 6L unloading. Nope. 6L unloading for the ore. And then we need a 4L unloading for coke and borax. Coke and borax. And then we need hot air being delivered. That is 4L fluid unloading. Hot air. And we only need one of these. I don't think it would have been enough to... Let's see, can we squeeze it in now? It doesn't matter. Spacing is fine. So hot air unloading, and then we need to get rid of stone and export our lead plate. We have 2 4L loadings. All right. So let's mark what is what. Lead ore is here. Then we have coke and borax in. I could make this a mixed one, right? This one is coke, this one is borax. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's not do it now, because then I would have to move all of that again, and because it's a double rail, I can't just, you know, copy it over. So, oh well, let's build a few more inserters because we got too many. Not double the amount of inserters, but oh well. So this is coke and borax. This is hot air. And we have stone. And this is lead plates. Good. Now, where were we? Let's get started with 18 automated screeners for the lead ore. So it's 9 per. And let's build up. Automated screeners are here. And we can do a 2x2 balancer. Before it comes in here. Downgrade that to yellow. And you do lead grade 1. Which is 1.66 input. There's 1 mechanical inserter, 1 electric. I mean, I could just use only mechanical inserters. That would make it easier on our... Hey, suspicious. Yeah, now we're doing the real lead processing, not just the molten solder part of it. It's the same as for the molten solder, but this time it's just 2 full belts of lead ore that we're gonna deal with. And output is 0.33 of the tier 1. This one doesn't have any loops, so that makes it slightly easier. Power pole. Connect this here. Now we need to connect all of these up as well. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Hopefully we do have power here already. I'm not quite sure if we do, but you know, the hope is that we actually do. I'm going to remove these because we don't need them in the blueprint anyway. And I'm going to put a power one here so we know if we have power. Good. So automated screeners. We need 9 of these doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And cut it off here. We could actually bring it down. I think that probably works as well. Works better. Bring it all the way over here. Bring it together. Now the next step is to take the lead grade 1 and put it into an impact crusher in 11 impact crushers. All right, so let's find the impact crushers. I don't know what their logo is. Oh, it's in raw ores. 11 impact crushers to crush lead grade 2 and the 0.66 in. I like to see that. Let's do it this way, in on this side, and 0.66 out. Then down here we filter by stone goes to the right. It gets exported down here. So let's do that. There we go. Need some power. And we need 11 of those. How many are those? 9, 10, and 11. We can just get some lead ore in here. Actually, let's finish it. Now copy it over. And there we go. The lead ore is flowing. So yeah, this one gives us stone and then lead grade 2. And with the lead grade 2, we put it into 6 automated screeners to, oh, there is a loop, to get lead grade 1 and lead grade 3. I think, yeah, this is lead grade 1. So we do this and input priority from the right. Then we need more automated screeners. To do lead grade 3, need 0.66 in and 0.45 or something out. And here we split for lead grade 1 to the right. And that goes back in here. Good, you just need power. Move these to the middle. I think these are more than we actually need. Let's just go through the middle once. There we go. Fewer than we had before. And of those, we need 6. 1, 2, 4, 6. And yeah, let's put these on different sides as well. It's good practice anyway. It doesn't even make it all the way to the top here. Oh, maybe now it actually makes it there. And now we have lead grade 3, and with the lead grade 3 we put it into 2 secondary crushers to get silver lead dust. Secondary crushers, and we can just put them here, I think. One over. And you do, that's coal, that's lead. And you have 1 per second input. I'm just going to use 2 mechanical ones because they're cheaper for us to get. And then you have 1 per second output. And one of them inputs on the inside. Not that it's necessary, but looks better on the belt. And you got power now. And the silver lead dust. Now we need graphite. So for the graphite, we need 2 high pressure furnaces and coke. We can just do that down here. Make the graphite. Coke is coming in here, so we bring it together here. Do you know silver came from lead as a byproduct? This is cool. Ore processing is fun. Yeah, I like the ore processes and how to make it. And yeah, silver, if you research it, well, it's called silver dust. But if you research silver, it actually is made from the silver lead dust. So it's the same product. Which I guess I could do excess production. Oh, that needs a furnace. A gas furnace, yuck. Yeah, we do silver separately once we need it. We have to rebuild the entire thing again, but yeah, this is dedicated for lead plates. Yeah, we could leave some space for it and import gasoline. Yeah, so this is the silver lead dust, right? Yeah, silver lead dust. Yeah, we could leave some space for making silver as overflow product. Let's do that. Let's get, this is silver, and then 4L fluid unloading. It would fit if I remove the other side. Gasoline. There we go. Might as well just add it. That is silver, and that's gasoline. And we don't need this part here. Yeah, we can put it here. There we go. I mean, that's the downside of having the double ones in the blueprint instead of the single one, but it's fine. Now connect over here, connect here, and all should be happy. This is still wrong. Good. Silver output. This is graphite, not going to change any of that. Yeah, it will work. So we need 1.66. I'm just going to use this combo. Let's put it closer. Put like a power pole in the middle. And we need to inject some coke. Where was it? Here. Coke, and then a loader. Very good. You make graphite as well. And the output 0.66, good. Now we have graphite and silver lead dust. Now what we do with it? We take the silver lead dust, put it in 2 electric arc furnaces with borax and graphite to make molten lead. So 2 arc furnaces. They are where? Here. Oops, wrong one. This is the arc furnace. Let's do it like this. With priority going left. Make molten lead. Then the borax comes out here. Yeah, big electric eater arc furnace. It needs a lot of power for sure. It eats a lot of power. But not as much as how they called electrolyzers. All right, we make that a shared lane and have top one be the molten lead, and you need power. Put power here. And you need 1 of these on this side, and then 1 lead ore on this side. So we need power on this side as well. And we need how many of them? 2. Perfect. And then out we get molten lead, and then borax we also need to inject. At least we do have borax and have it figured out now. That was pretty nice. Good, and the remainder of the lead, silver lead dust comes here. And then how much do we create? We create 1.71 silver lead dust. Well, let's finish this first. 2 casting units. We still need to make sand castings, right? So we need to bring in creosote as well. You know, we bring in both at the same time. That's why I set these up. Didn't I? exactly for that use case. We don't need 2 of them. We bring in gasoline and creosote at the same time. So this one we set filter to creo. So this filter to gasoline. Right, and then we request creosote as well. And they should all be connected already. Good, perfect. And we can just name them, but yeah, I'll do that when I enable them. Good, sand castings. We need, I think 2. And we need sand, so we get that from gravel and from stone. We need 1.71 stone, 1.29 gravel. So 2 inserters between each, and these are jaw crushers. Where are they? Jaw crusher. Right, we want to do the buffer trick. And you crush stone into gravel. .4 is enough. And then we need one, you directly crush it into gravel, into sand. And then the sand goes into a tar processing unit. Big boy here, which makes sand castings. And we have 0.96. The 2 of these will do. And we need to connect the creosote now. Let's get a magic pipe for the creosote. And this is gasoline. There we go. Sandcasting should be about to be made. And then we need 2 casting units and sandcasting and hot air. And I guess we put them up here. And how much does that produce? 24.3. So we need 2 separate belts for that. Good, molten lead with hot air. The hot air is on this side. We can actually move them back by 1. Like this, you have molten lead now. I kind of think we want to squeeze the sand castings under here and to this side. And how much do you need? 0.25, so easy peasy. With a mechanical inserter. Oh yeah, thanks. So 2 casting units. And bring them here. How much do we produce sand castings? We need 0.39 per second, so a mechanical inserter is plenty. You still need power. And hot air. We're bringing in hot air, right? Yeah, here's hot air. There we go. Turn this around. Actually, we go above. Let's be out of the way of the silver lead stuff. Why do you not connect? There we go. Hot air, and we are casting lead plates. Very nice. Each of these will output 12 point something. So one belt. And then 7.5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yeah, all these need to insert on the inside. I think we're still too slow to get everything out. We have to check. We can move this over by one. There we go. This goes up here. We just have a lane balancer here. Might as well. 2x2 lane balancer. And then off into... And both of these are still without power. You are not working because you're actually full. Good. And then off into here, lead plates. Seems a bit wide, but I don't think we need to use that space for anything else, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. Now, silver lead dust. We're going to disable molten lead, and out of the silver lead dust, we're going to make silver plate. We do that with the gas furnace, so we only need one gas furnace and 10 gasoline. 4 gasoline per second to make 0.57 silver per second. So where's the gas furnace? And we produce 1.71, so we just use 2 inserters here. And the gasoline goes in here. There we go. And it... Did it say... Yeah, silver lead dust. Oh, it's not researched yet. Yeah, that's why. My bad. We haven't researched silver yet, so I might do that like his next one, just so we can start making silver while we are full in lead plates. And so out of 1.7, we get 0.75. Let's just do 2 mechanical inserters. for these, and they go over here. One goes in here, and one goes here. Good. Silver is done as well now, and that should be our lead build. Oh yeah, we need lubricant. I always forget lubricant as well. What's new? Lubricant minus 3,000. And then just delete this here. Come on, connect. There we go. And so this is Creo, gasoline, and then lube. Lubricante. All right, where do we run it? We can run it like right here. Get all these hooked up. A little in the way here. And it's a crack. It's a me, Mario. I guess we do it this way. I guess for all of them down here is much better. This one down here. And that goes down there. And now we need to connect them. All right, almost everybody has loop. This one is still missing the connection. And now everybody's working. Perfect. Why are you not building these? Good. We got sand castings. We are casting lead plates. We're making silver from the excess lead. And I think we are happy. Enabled, remove this. Yeah, 2. Good, awesome. I don't think I'm gonna put down the blueprint yet. You have no power, you know, that's unfortunate, but you're right. You need some power. That one insert is missing. To exert. Yeah, I'm missing the simple circuit boards. Let's see how we're looking. We're still missing like all the inserters here. How far does my network go? It covers pretty much everything here. Well, because I put one up here. Question is, if I remove this one, I can kind of put it down. There shouldn't be too much in the way. So I got the hardware done, but the door must not be square. So that's fun. Wait, your doors are square? Thought they were just rectangular. You got interesting doors there, Vix. But I know what you mean. So what you gonna do now with your crooked door? Okay, what we can look at next is iron. And iron's gonna be a pretty big chain if I checked correctly the last time. Or at least with the iron and steel. So we want to make... I'm gonna go for an iron plates now. We want to make 30 iron plates per second. And then steel, ideally 15 per second. I don't know if we need that much. I mean, iron is needed a lot for all these buildings, right? But what is iron plate really used in? Like buildings, yeah, but do we need it for anything else? Not really. But I still think 30 a second for iron plates is reasonable. Because right now we're already making like 20 per second. But what we're really interested in is the steel, because we need steel desperately in the base as well. The iron plate's usually just used for buildings, right? And things like iron sticks and iron gear wheels, but yeah. Good, yeah, I'd say 30 per second is good. So let's start with iron plates with hot air. Molten iron comes out of unslimed iron, and the steel plate comes also out of... Oh, it's molten steel, which is made out of molten iron and oxygen. Quite a lot of oxygen. Jesus, that's gonna be interesting. 56 DCs or 22 electrolyzers. But the electrolyzers need 230 megawatts and these need 29 megawatts. So I think, you know, we take the 29 megawatts version. It's more buildings. It's harder on the UPS. It needs more building space, obviously. But yeah. Are there any other ways to get oxygen? Not really. Yeah, basic oxygen furnaces are always really expensive. Yeah, that's the question. Do we go with more buildings? Or do we go with more power, which in turn will need more buildings then as well? Yeah. So we can use the nitrogen contaminant and only have to throw away the nitrogen, which is fine. But still tons of oxygen we need for that. And so we need 90 molten iron per second. That is, well, we have to see how much that is. We're gonna go for both of them. Iron slime is made from iron pulp stage 1. And this is made from iron ore dust. This is made from iron grade 1 twice. Link these up, iron grade 3, crush into iron grade 2. Iron grade 2 we crush into iron grade 1. And iron grade 1 we crush into iron ore dust. And then processed iron is made in ore crushers. So that is 40 iron ore, almost 3 belts of iron ore, and a lot of oxygen. That is really the biggest thing that we have to think about. Good, a bunch of tailings, a bit of gravel, a bit of stone, flue gas. We get flue gas from the molten steel. We can turn that into syngas if we wanted. Yeah, flue gas is also a thing that we probably put on the trash network and then either convert into syngas or ash as needed. How would we know what is needed right now? We would kind of have to request we would have a station that I guess we can just create ash and flue gas equally, and whatever is not full, we just continue building that up. All right, yeah, that's gonna be a fun build, especially with the 56 DDCs. Not looking forward to that. All right, so there's no point in, we're struggling with steel right now. Let's check how we're looking with building these. The warehouses are almost all done. Yeah, the inserters are still the big missing part. This is functional. It just really all needs the inserters. Let's go for another run. Actually, let's bring the train. Go to the other side of the base, bring some simple circuit boards in to hopefully accelerate the creation of these fast inserters. Otherwise, working on getting simple circuit boards just needs so much if you want to replace that. We need augs, we need Relisias, we need moss, we need moondrops. We can start working on that, but it's going to be a long time before all of this is finished, given our production capacities. But, that would definitely expand our production capacity. I think I'm going to go with steel first. Aluminum recovered now, so we don't need to go that on rails right now. But simple circuit boards will probably be the next reasonable step to start tackling. Yeah, the biggest things are AUG, glass, AUGs and glass, and lead antimony alloy. So antimony we need as well for the new batteries. Formaldehyde we get from the moondrops. We need native flora as well hooked up. And when we build ox, we might as well do ox slaughtering and manure at the same time. So it's gonna be a project. Not really limited by me planning it, it's limited by simple circuit boards of us actually building the stations fast enough. Let's run over. We need to refill on anything. Let's see if we have more rails. This is science. Science is going well. 45 minutes to transport belt capacity, that's good. I'm already past rails, so let's skip rails for now. I guess we just pop down. Yeah, I'm tempted to just put down lead as well. And then manually clean up the ghosts, like everything the ghosts need to replace. And not extend the build network yet onto this patch, so to say. Because then we can have kind of the best of both worlds. Have already planned where it's going to go without needing to immediately be responsible for, you know, delivering everything here, and the bots prioritizing, you know, if the bots randomly place all these items, you know, if we add one more, it's going to be even less likely that they finish the ones that we already started. Yeah, and like inserters are really the one thing that is missing right now. Sadly, everything else is built. And I don't really just want to let the game run for like a couple hours until that is done, even though that would be nice. I'd rather be productive and do something meaningful while we are waiting for these inserters to be built. All right, let's drive up there. Let's put down lead. And just not expand our... how they're called? Construction stone extenders to the full extent of the build. And that should be a good compromise. So we know where everything is, and then we extend the construction stone extenders as needed to what the next build will become. So we can focus on completing the existing builds that are more critical. Right, train, hurry up. And our job is just to clean up. Our power's looking good. Just to clean up all the stuff that would be in the way of the build. So like these, I think these are stone. No, that's water. Yeah, like these trees and random stones and stuff like that. This seems pretty clear, like these trees and stuff like that. And now let's pop it down. There we go, make it blue. Yeah, you can delete these. The radar would be nice to keep. Do this. Let me hop out of here. I mean, yeah, put down some rails and some belts. That's always good. That speeds up the amount of bots that are needed. See, now it says, okay, 1,000 entities of missing construction robots. That is where we can help. But when it says bots are missing, you know, entities, that's where we can't really help. Because, you know, we can magically create these. And I'm just going to remove this one. Move this one. I'm going to put one of the better power poles down instead. And now it should have power. And we don't want to build it immediately anyway. What we really want to do is see if there's anything that needs to be deleted. Right, this here. And delete these. Come on, bots. Where are you going? Swarm! But really, like, pick up all the things that need to be picked up. Don't need this one. We have places where stuff needs to be up here, and here's a tree. All right, let's go. Because I don't want to keep putting it down all the time. just because there was a tree in the way and the ghost disappeared after some time. Robots, quickly now. You're so slow. Yeah, the next time we get faster robots is... Worker robot speed 1 is pi science 2, so our next science. So we're getting some worker robot speed, and the next bots are... Do we not get better bots? Yeah, here we get them. That is very late. Improved robotics, we get the Construction Pyanobot Mark II and Logistics Pyanobot Mark II. And this is blue science, so we're quite a bit away. We get a little bit of improved speed in Pi Science 1, and then blue science, how's it called? Chemical Science Pack is then when we get better bots, but for that we need complex circuit boards, which will be a whole thing in itself, which is the next level of circuit boards, which are not trivial, to say the least. So bots, if you would just remove all of this so I don't have to do it, that would be great. Yeah, nanobots, do that for me, please. That would be nice. Get all the trees. And we had some trees over here. This is already scheduled from my robots or from the base robots? Could be the base robots. Yeah, they're getting to work because they're waiting for... Otherwise, they're just waiting around. I mean, we still need 700 more robots, but mostly we're waiting on entities being built. And let's remove all these while we're at it. One robot, swarm out, stop being slow. Do your work. They come back to recharge, even though they had something on them. Interesting. Away with these. This one we don't need. Can remove all of these. One for hot air as well. There's a tree down here. All right, robots, go. Go faster. Yeah, they're a huge help, like being here and helping build this is a huge help for like the amount of robots we have. But we have 522 now, 181 logistics Pinobots. So maybe we stop building these because these also cost simple circuit boards. Where are the logistics bots? We're short on gearboxes still, which is solder or fish oil probably. Shaft, is it tin? No, solder. And iron Nexilite antimony special alloy. I thought we figured out Nexilite, we have. We just wouldn't need more. We already have a ton of smelters here. It's just very slow. Wow, that's crazy that we're limited by the amount of smelters we have for iron Nexilite antimony special alloy. We can, I think... can we already... do it with liquid. Special iron nexlite antimony special alloy. No, there's only one recipe. INASA is and always will be a mess. What's that? Oh, iron nexlite antimony special alloy? Yeah. Yeah, it needs so many smelters for that then. To make that in reasonable amounts. That's crazy. Also, how are you doing? AFDCH. Right, you all done with your party here? We do have 2 of these supports, which the base is missing. You asked the devs to add a better recipe, they didn't listen? Yeah, that sucks. Aw, come on, don't tell me you're waiting for like a base bot to put those down. Yeah, oh, we don't have any on us. Alright, let's leave. Where am I? Up here. Lead antimony alloy gets a better recipe? Oh, nice. But not the next one, yeah. It just needs a lot of smelters then to scale it to any meaningful amount. The good thing is we don't need it for, like, in huge amounts. I think, like, bots, I mean, I can wait for bots. We're building, like, one, like, every few minutes. I can see how many we build. We build 0.1 per minute. And let's drive down. Let's drive to the left, pick up some simple circuit boards. Transport belt capacity is chugging along. It's like a 2000 science, but we'll see. I mean, that may also fix the throughput of the casting units. But we'll see if those actually stack. I don't know. They could stack. I hope they do. Because without it, it's a pain to get stuff out of the machine. Or without, you know, red or blue belts. I think these casting units are really built for, like, blue belts. And then you can put 2 next to each other, facing each other. Yeah, we have 200. Let's take the train over there. Let's take the scenic route and the faster route. Yeah, we're out of copper and tin because we still have too much stone over there. It's unfortunate. Yeah, this is still there, so they're gonna steal. They already have like some insert a scheduled, which is not what I want. But yeah, we put it down. The next ones we're going to put down outside of the network completely. And I don't know what we're going to work on. I mean, we have still like central management stuff, like central ash, tailings, coke management, and residual oil. That's oil stuff, which I don't know if we need yet. I think it's more important to get simple circuit boards up and running. And get that to a reasonable speed. Let's distribute more simple circuit boards to the inserters. You still have 40. Yeah, you take all my 200. Because we need yellow inserters as well. Speaking of, did I connect you? No. There we go. All right. Well, we did get lead done. We fixed a few things. Next up is iron. I think I'm going to do that later today. Stream again in, let's say, 2 hours or something like that. But for now, I'm going to say thank you all for being here and lurking, chatting, and liking, subscribing, the usual. I'm going to stop stream now. I'll be back in like 2 hours or something like that, probably. And I hope to see you then again. Thank you all for being here and see you next time. Bye-bye.